Hi everyone. Oh, it's Thursday. Happy day. I'm so happy you're here. I'm Maeve if you're new to me. I do love knowing where you're from. I actually put it in the chat today. You don't have to tell me right now, but like if I don't already know where you're from, it's so fun for me to see how we can all come together from all over literally the world to be practicing together. So it's a beautiful way for us to congregate from places that we otherwise wouldn't be practicing together live. So I do love to know that. So at some point put that in there. I'll come up and check those messages in a moment. If you're working with injuries, if you're pre or postnatal, if there's something you think I should know about, please add that in there. We're going to start in child's pose. And we're only going to be here for about, 10 breaths or so. And I'm going to say this right out of the gate. If child's pose doesn't feel good on your body, I know it's not for everyone, skip it. And that's kind of how I structure the class. If something isn't working for you, please feel free to skip it, modify it, stick something else in its place. And I give options, but some things are just, like right now we're in child's pose, pick something else if it doesn't work. And rather than using this to get soft and quiet, use this to kind of feel the shape of child's pose, to feel the shape of your back here, to feel the closeness, that deep, deep, deep position in the knees and in the hips. Yeah. Video's blurry. Let me fix it. See Tim London. I'm so glad I asked. That's really cool. All right. Hi, Jordan. Take a few more breaths here. And then press your hands down. Start to round the back to rise up. Come right into cat's pose here. Good. I think I just fixed the video if it was blurry. If it's still blurry for you, let me know and I'll double check it. Good. So right into cat's pose and pause here. And then shift the heart forward, shift the hips forward, come onto your belly, and then come into Shalabhasana. Stretch the legs back, stretch the hands back to start. Beautiful. Lengthen those legs out. Bring the hands back under the body or close to the rib cage, and then push up, cat's pose. And then draw forward, lower down. Shalabhasana again. Stretch the legs back, sweep the hands back. And we're just going to take these two poses and we're going to move with them. So we're skipping cow today. We're doing cat and locust together. Pressing up, round the back. Releasing down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, push up, and exhale to round. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, release down. Inhale, Shalabhasana. Exhale, release. Press it up. And then this time, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Pause and breathe here. Good. Smooth out your breath. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Come high into your toes, inhale. And then exhale, drop your heels to the left, take your toes to the right. Draw the hips back, firm your hands into the ground, and really imprint the whole hand down.
all the knuckles, the palm. Inhale, come back up to center with the heels. And then exhale, take the heels to the right, toes to the left. Come back up through center. Right foot steps forward. Left knee down.
Rise up, short Anjaneyasana. Engage the left glute a bit. Push into the right foot. And then tuck the back toes if they're not already. Start to pull the front foot toward the back of your mat, your back foot toward the front of the mat, and then just hover the left knee off the ground, like maybe an inch or so. Power up your arms. Don't worry about your shoulders rising up. It's okay if they do. Really powerful arms. Pull the feet toward each other. And then release the hands down. Blocks if you need them. Straighten both of the legs as much as you can. Take a few breaths here. Draw up on the kneecaps. Engage the quadriceps. Imprint that front foot down like crazy. And then rebend both of the knees. Come back into that hovering knee, but nice and low. Take a breath here. And then exhale. Bring the hands back down. Straighten the legs. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting. And then exhale, releasing. 1 more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Right foot down. I'm sorry, right knee down. The foot's already down. And then rise up. Kind of a short Anjaneyasana. Yeah, beautiful. Tuck those back toes. Energetically scissor the legs toward each other. Push the feet down. Foundation points heavy. And then powerful arms. So for years, I mean, I did it too. For years, it was like, depress the shoulders, pull the shoulders down, you don't have to pull the shoulders down. Let the shoulders go, but really reach up. Energize the arms as much as you can. Don't worry about the shoulders right now. They're fine. It's not gonna, you're not gonna have terrible posture if your shoulders lift up here, I promise. Engage that right glute. And then hover the right knee. Energetically scissoring your legs toward each other. Easy, soft breath. 1 more inhale. And then bring the hands down, straighten the front leg. Take a few breaths here, just kind of get this in your system. Think about how you're straightening the legs. Draw up on the kneecaps, engage the quadriceps. Press the feet down. And then we're just going to move between those 2 poses 3 times. So bending both of the knees simultaneously. Hover if you can. And then exhale, coming forward. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Step to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to your belly. Cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Right foot steps forward. Left foot steps forward. Halfway with your inhale. Fold with your exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Follow your breath back down, forward fold, exhale. Glide your hands to your outer shins, pull your spine up parallel to the floor, and then bow down again.
Rise up to stand, inhale.
Follow the breath back down, exhale, forward fold.
Slide your hands onto your shins. Spine parallel to the ground.
And then fold down.
Rise to stand, inhale.
Follow the breath back down, exhale. Control from the legs.
Inhaling halfway.
And then fold down, exhale.
Rise up, inhale.
Follow the breath down, exhale.
Inhale halfway. Right foot steps back. Crescent pose, rise up.
Let's take a couple breaths here. Much bigger, longer stance than we had before. Yeah, you're beautiful, yes. One more inhale. Bring your hands down to the ground. Step back to plank. Chaturanga or the floor, you choose. Cobra, Shalabhasana, up dog, you choose. And downward facing dog, exhale.
Right foot steps forward.
Rise to crescent. Take a few breaths here. Hands come forward, feet come forward, forward fold. Lengthen halfway. And fold, exhale.
Rise all the way up, inhale.
Follow the breath right back down, exhale.
Lengthen halfway, inhale.
And then left foot steps back. Rise to crescent, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground, step to plank. Lower down, chaturanga or floor. Rise and open, your choice of back bend. And downward facing dog.
Left foot steps forward. Crescent with an inhale.
Exhale, top of the mat, hands and feet.
Halfway, inhale.
And fold, exhale.
Rise up, inhale.
Hands into your heart, exhale. Pause, pause, beautiful. Smooth out your breath, we've got this rhythm going. Take the hands down, inhale, sweep to sky. Exhale, hinge and fold.
Halfway, inhale.
Good, step your left foot back. And step your right foot back, chaturanga. Rise, up dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale.
Please, every time there's an opportunity to take chaturanga, you can skip it, you can modify it, use your knees, lower to your belly. It's your practice. Go straight to down dog if it's not there for you. High to your toes, inhale. Bend your knees deeply, look forward, walk, step, or jump your feet to your hands.
Lengthen halfway. Fold, exhale.
Rise, inhale.
And draw your hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise. And exhale, bow.
Inhale, halfway.
Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Down dog, exhale.
Press the hands down, lift the heels high. Bend your knees, look where you're going. Feet to your hands, walk, step, or lightly jump.
Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rising up. Stay with me, please. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway, don't go anywhere. Bend your knees. Bend your elbows. Pull your heart forward. Walk your hands a little further forward. Bend your elbows, bend your knees, lift your heels
into your hands. Take more weight in your hands, and then either step or jump back. Chaturanga.
Or not. Up dog, inhale.
Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Little pause here. Open up the hip if it feels good. Lift a little higher and then bend the knee. And then right knee, right tricep, come forward. Inhale, straight back without opening the hip. Exhale, bring your knee to your right tricep or elbow. One more time, straight back, inhale. And then exhale, bring your knee onto your arm and pause. Breathe here. Push the floor away, spread the shoulder blades. Lift this right foot toward the hip. Step your right foot forward. Back heel roots.
Warrior two, please. Good. I'm just going to turn to face you, but you're perfect wherever you are. So right leg, warrior two. Right arm on top, left arm under. Come into Goradasana arms. Good. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, bend the knee a little deeper. Inhale and rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale. Exhale. Two more, inhale. Yes, sinking down. One more time, please. Rising up. And then find your kind of like your gentle end point, where like you feel like you kind of hit that end range without just collapsing down. And then press the feet down and pull the feet toward each other. Wrap your arms into each other to get this sense of strength here. It's not just like you're getting here and then you're hanging out. Work the arms into each other. Stretch the forearms forward. Feel that spread in your upper back. Reverse warrior, sweep the arms back. Yes, beautiful. You're gonna reach forward. If you can, hook your right elbow on the front of your right knee. If that doesn't feel good, you can just put your forearm on your right thigh. Take your left hand to your sacrum, lengthen out your low back, turn the chest open. And then gently contain the belly, contain the low ribs. And then cut this left arm forward and then overhead. Keep this pressure of the right arm against the right leg. Get some length from the right hip to the right armpit. If this is good, stay here if you want. Keep the extension of that right side body and then reach the right arm out. Last inhale. Hands come down, step back to plank. Inhale, chaturanga or the floor. Rise. Lift the heart. Push the feet down. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg back. If it feels good, open the hip. Lift the leg a little higher. Lift this right shoulder up. And then bend the right knee. Left knee. With an inhale, lift up into the back toes. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Back toes was very confusing. Both legs were back. Inhale, stretch straight back. Exhale, lift into the right toes to bring that left knee forward. That's a little bit better. Inhale, back. And then exhale, draw forward. You're going to pause here, please. Push the floor away. Feel the spread in the shoulder blades the way you had in that eagle pose. And then step the left foot forward. Root the back heel, rise into warrior two. Yeah. So good. And then left arm's gonna come on top, right arm comes under. Eagle arms. You can also give yourself a hug here. So, sorry I didn't say that on the first side. And hopefully you figured out a workaround if eagle arms weren't happening for you. Good. Sort of find this end range and then rise up, inhale. And then maybe you refine that edge when you know you're just staying for a breath, for a pause. Just down and up, just kind of playing with a sense of resisting in the back leg and sinking in the front. So you've got these two players here working in opposition, pressing into the floor to give you this rising energy. Next time down, find that sort of deepest point and then push into it. Don't rest into it, push into it. Forearms reach a little more forward, or elbows reach a little more forward, depending on what you got going on here. And then release the wrap. Reverse warrior. Nice. And then draw forward. If it's okay, hook the elbow in the front of that knee. If not, maybe just lay this forearm down. Bring your right hand to your sacrum, lengthen out the low back. Just a little sense of engagement here. It's not like you're like completely crunching. There's just this like resistance from just falling into a back bend. You're pressing the left elbow toward the knee. Good. And then take the right arm forward to cut it up overhead. Just a variation in side angle pose. Good. This might be fantastic and you just stay as you are, or you start to stretch this left arm forward. Really nice. One more inhale, and then hands release down. Step back to plank, inhale. You decide, chaturanga, through, or straight back to down dog. Little pause. Come high into your toes, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Now listen, you're going to land in a toe stand, so bring your feet forward. Lift the heels. And then lift up. Right here. Outer ankles in. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. You can have hands down if you need to. I see you. Yeah, you're good, Jordan. Wherever you need it. Awesome. Good. Use your hands if needed. You're going to sit down into boat pose with bent knees. You're going to reach the arms forward. You're going to try to get your knees into your triceps here. Push the inner edges of the feet together, especially the big toes. Spread the shoulder blades. Work the arms strong. Good. Good, now bend the elbows. Pull the fingertips toward your face, your fingernails. You know this is crow, right? Start to pull the heels toward your hips. Spread the shoulder blades more, pull the front ribs back. Yes. Beautiful. And then slowly roll back, stretch the legs out, reach the arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, knees into arms. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Keep moving like this with your breath. So as you pull the knees into the arms, curl your tailbone off the floor. Try to make yourself into like a tight little ball. I always think of like cannonball. Anchorman fans. Pull your knees into your triceps. Scoop the tailbone up. Yes. Yes. And then hold it, pause. Good, right leg extends up, left foot comes to the floor. You don't need a strap, we're not here for very long. Support the right leg wherever it seems appropriate. Keep your back in neutral. Maybe extend the left leg out, maybe hover the left leg off the ground. As that left leg stretches away, start to engage the left glute a little bit. Keep the front of that left hip open. And then if it's okay, curl the shoulders up and then reach for your left foot. And of course you're breathing. Soft, steady, even breath. Both knees in, head down, left leg up, right foot flat. Start there, neutralize your spine to start. Maybe extend this right leg out. Heel can be down, pushing down. Engage this right glute. Maybe float that right leg up. Stay here or curl the shoulders up and then reach for that right foot. Last breath in, knees into your chest, release the head down. We're gonna rock into chair pose, or you're gonna roll off to your side, stand up and come into chair pose. So you'll find however you wanna get there. Yeah. One more inhale. And then forward fold, exhale. Halfway inhale. Good, stay with me. Plant your hands, take your hands a little forward, bend your knees, shift forward. Hug your elbows in. You don't have to jump back, hug your elbows in. Step back, jump back, and then Vinyasa to downward facing dog. Good, just getting that sense of getting into your arms more and more and trusting your arms. There's a huge transition, whether you're stepping or jumping, between your legs being the majority of the weight bearers and your arms being the majority of the weight bearers in your torso. Right leg back, inhale. Right knee, right tricep, exhale. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, place your right foot forward. Back heel roots, warrior two. Straighten the right leg. Cross your right arm on top. Sink down into warrior two, eagle arms. Yep. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, reach forward, side angle. And then left hand comes down. Pivot around, Vashisthasana. Really nice. Good. One more inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. And then bring your knee to your tricep. Inhale back. Exhale, place your foot forward with the back heel down. Warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Left arm on top, right arm under, sink deeply. reverse warrior. And then come forward. Side angle. Take a breath in. And then both hands down. Pause. Pivot to the pinky side of the right foot. Vashisthasana. How can you create more stability, more strength? Maybe palming the floor a bit more. Be engaging in toward the hips. One more inhale. And then make your way to downward facing dog in your own path. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. You're going to come to toe stand. Bring your feet to your hands. Lift the heels. Good, bring your hands back down. You can take them pretty far in front of you. Lift the left leg, root the right heel down. Standing splits. Come back into toe stand. This time split the knees, and then bring your arms to the insides of your knees. So I'm just going to give you a little better view here. And with your knees splitting, it's fine for your heels to split as well, but see if you can keep the big toes together. And then hug back onto the knees. Hug back onto the knees. Scoop the belly back. Arms are not weight bearing. And then draw back up. Hands come back down. Right leg lifts back, left heel roots down. Standing splits. Couple more breaths. Root that left foot down. Draw energy up into the hip. And then bring your feet about hips distance, maybe even a little wider. And then bring your shoulders back inside of your knees. And then just wrap the arms around. Maybe bring your hands to your heels. And then equally pressing triceps, upper arms into shins, knees. Yeah, really nice. Good. Feel the upper back rounding. Good. Keep that. And then stretch the arms back forward. And then start to hug the shoulders with your knees. And then lift your hips up. And then start to shift forward. Keep your toes down. And just get that sense of taking your torso forward. So yes, we need to lift the lower body to come into arm balances. But we also need to drop the torso. It's like a teeter-totter, seesaw. Good, come back down, Malasana. Lift up, beautiful, yeah, good. I promise you're gonna get to do crow, I swear. I'm not holding, I'm not withholding from you. But just finding like all the physics of it and not just falling into the same patterns of going into the same pose the same way all of the time. We're gonna do that again. Reach the arms forward. Lift the heels. Use that to lift the hips and then hug your knees into your shoulders. And then start to tip forward. And let the chest come forward. And then you'll find like there's really nowhere else to go when you're ready but to bring the feet up. And the big toes might come together. Spread the shoulder blades. Try to move the heels toward the sitting bones toward the heels a little bit. And then to chair. Feet come down and lift up. Really nice, yes. Rise up, right knee comes up. Take the right knee or take the right big toe. And if you notice, I took the big toe and I did not straighten my lifted leg. It could, it might, but it doesn't have to. So don't let this leg being straight keep you from trying to take the big toe. And then open out to the right. Come back to center. Arms up, leg out. Chair. Toe stand, heels up. Knees split. Hands down. Let the hands be in front of you a bit. So you have to kind of shift to get there. And then maybe you lift up. And then chair. And then rise up, pick up the left knee. Take the knee or take the foot. Really nice. Open out to the left. So good, yes. Good, Naomi, beautiful. Come back to center. Arms up, legs as straight as you can get them. And then Malasana. Bring the foot down, sit down. Your feet can be as wide as you want. Your heels do not have to be on the ground. It's totally fine. If you need your hands in front of you to give yourself support, do it. Make the pose accessible for you. So if we come into this practice with this idea that we're whole and perfect as we already are, we don't need to change ourselves for the poses. We can get deeper into the poses. We learn more about ourselves in the poses, but we're not beholden to what we think the classical alignment needs to be or what the key points are. You make it fit you. Gently hugging the knees in, gently pressing the arms out. Lift a 1/2 inch. And then release your hands down. Square the feet, inhale, lengthen. Taking it back to down dog with or without chaturanga. Right leg back with an inhale. Right knee into your chest, exhale. Place your right foot forward, left knee comes down, and then right leg straightens. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits here. Good. Dig this right heel down, press it down, put a little bend in the right knee and kind of pull the heel toward the right sitting bone. And then with that awareness, start to re-straighten the leg any amount. Rebend the front leg, shift forward. Standing splits again. And so give yourself some space in standing splits, finding lots and lots of length here in the spine. This is perfect, this doesn't have to change if you want. Start to lift your right heel, bend your right knee. You can also just stay there, or start to take some hops, or maybe just find a handstand.
you're in a handstand, bring that right foot back down. Everyone step the left foot back. Take a breath in Crescent Pose, rise up. And then release your hands down. Back to plank, through Vinyasa if you'd like, and meeting in downward facing dog. Left leg back, inhale, and then draw the knee forward. Place the foot down, right knee down, and then straighten the left leg, shift back. Beautiful. And then take a little bend in this left knee, dig the heel down, pull the heel toward the back of the mat. So wake up the back of this leg. And then keeping that awareness, start to re-straighten the leg any amount. Another inhale. Exhale, rebend that front leg. And then take the hands forward, lifting up, standing splits. Maybe lift the left heel, bend the left knee, and then just take a kick up. Awesome. Good. Left foot down, right foot to the back of your mat. Take a breath in Crescent, rise up. And then Chaturanga, floor, or back to down dog. One breath here. Lift your heels, bend your knees, feet to your hands. Bend your knees, and then sit down. Good. Right knee is going to be bent. Right knee is bent. Foot is flat, arms come out in front. Good. Bend the elbows. Hug the elbow to the inside of that leg and hug the knee into the shoulder. Hug, press. Equal opposites. Good. Reach down. Take your heel, right heel with right hand. Good. Left leg is going to bend in, so you're bringing your foot in toward your right sitting bone, and then you start to straighten this right leg. Maybe it goes straight, maybe it doesn't. So it could be like a half happy baby, or you're using it and opening up. Voila. You're going to rebend the leg. Put the left foot down, take the right leg out. Shoulder inside the knee. Hug the knee into the shoulder. Gently pressing out. And so when you get this action going, you start to feel like there's a little rounding here, there's a little hollowing. Soft, steady breath. Good. You're going to reach down. You're going to take that left heel, right foot comes in toward the left sitting bone. And then just start to send this left leg out. Leg does not have to straighten, ever. Come back around through center. Cross at your shins. Bring your hands forward. Vinyasa with Chaturanga
or right into down dog.
Right leg stretches back, inhale. Right knee, right tricep, exhale. Stay here, please. Inhale, stretch the knee down to the wrist. And then exhale, pull it up. Take the right foot outside of the right hand. Good. Step your left foot up. Bring your left knee onto your left tricep. So we're just making shapes. Don't overthink it. Don't let yourself get frustrated in the slightest. So left knee's on your left tricep. And kind of sink the hips down a little bit and pull the heart forward just to kind of be here. This is perfect. This doesn't have to change. Hug the knees into the arms. Good. So we're going into a variation on crow if you so choose to take it. So remember, we got to get our butt up and we got to let our torso drop forward a little bit in order to fly. So we're going to take this right leg. We're going to start to extend it forward. And then lift the left foot up. And then Malasana. Don't overthink it. It's just shapes. Perfect. Take a breath here. Hands down, chaturanga, or otherwise. Left leg back, inhale. Exhale, knee to tricep. Inhale the knee down to the wrist. Exhale, pull it up, and then place your left foot outside your left hand. And then just pop the right foot in closer. And then right knee to your right tricep. And then you're hugging the left knee into your left shoulder. This is perfect. You don't have to go anywhere. So you kind of have to get that sense of tipping forward to go anywhere here. Otherwise, you're just trying to muscle it. So you start with just picking up the right foot. So even there, you're just getting a version of like crow where you've got one foot down. You can work the torso forward because you're totally supported. Your gaze goes a little forward. But then maybe, just maybe, you hug that left knee in and you lift the left leg up. And then Malasana. Good, I know you want to try that again. Don't worry, we will. Bring your hands down. Take it back through Vinyasa or just straight to down dog. Pause, one breath. Right leg back, inhale. Right knee, right tricep, exhale. Inhale the knee down to the wrist. Exhale, pull it up as high as you can and place the foot forward. Pop the left foot in. Hug right knee into right shoulder. Left knee onto left tricep. Left foot comes up. Maybe the right leg comes forward. From here, if you want, Bakasana. And then maybe chaturanga. Keep the belly strong in transition. So good. And then downward facing dog. Give yourself a breath there. It's just shapes. Left leg back. Inhale. Left knee, left tricep. Exhale. Inhale the knee to the wrist. Exhale it back up. Place the left foot forward. Hop the right foot in closer. This doesn't have to change. This is perfect. Right knee to your tricep. And then pick up the right foot. And then maybe left leg out to the side. And then maybe right from there, crow. It's a little wider crow. And then chaturanga. Inhaling to your back bend. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, right leg back. Right knee, right tricep. Stay here. Move the right foot over toward your left elbow. Lift a little higher, whole shin up, and then gently place the shin down. Pigeon, come on down. New bird. Awesome. Imprint that front shin down. The pinky side of the foot
pushes down the back foot, the back leg, find some strength here. And then giving yourself a nice sort of brain melts. Allow yourself to come forward. And then if you like, even deeper. If you'd rather work upright and work more of a back bend to reverse all that forward sort of crowing, you can come up here. About 3 more breaths. Inhale, rising up. Bring your hands to the ground. Tuck your back toes. Step back to Vashisthasana on the left hand, left foot. Good. This is perfect, but if you want, maybe take that big toe. We did this standing. And downward facing dog. Left leg back with your inhale. Left knee to your left tricep. Stay here. Move that left foot over toward the right elbow. Stay here. Lift higher. And then with control, place the shin down. Push down. Get that sense of lifting here. And then with that sense of control, you have freedom to release a little deeper, but keeping a little bit of that the whole time. Just a little bit. And then same on the side if you'd rather stay upright, opening the chest. Beautiful. Yes. Really nice. There are many ways to be in this pose. Last few breaths. Start to build that energy in the legs so that when you come out, it comes from the legs first, not from the hands pushing you down. Bring the hands under the shoulders. And then Vashisthasana on the right hand, right foot. Maybe that left leg comes up, taking the knee or the big toe. And then downward facing dog. Knees to the ground. Rise up, hands to the hips. Ustrasana. Lift the heart to the sky. And then sinking the hips back. Pause. If this isn't good on your knees, you can just stay upright or come into child's pose instead if that's better. I'm going to come right back up again. Inhale. Maybe hands at heart, maybe hands at hips, maybe hands to heels. Ground the feet down. Press the shins toward the ground. Steady the breath. Rising, inhale. And then sinking exhale. And then one last time, if you want it, you can also take another back bend. So if you're not feeling Ustrasana right now, go for another one. So glutes are working to support you. Back ribs, shoulder blades lifting the front body. One more breath in, rise up, and then child's pose, exhale.
And then transition to your back. Bring the soles of the feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana.
And then just as this entire practice has been yours to explore and to morph and modify or explore in other directions than where I'm taking you, you have the same option here. We're moving into Shavasana. If you want, take a twist, come up to sitting and meditate there if you prefer. If you're happy on your back, release your legs out, release your hands, shoulders. Feel the weight of your body in the floor, whether you're sitting or lying down. And with the strength of the floor under you, giving yourself permission to just release and relax the muscles, the need to control or suspend oneself, the need to pay attention, and instead just be here and receive. To deepen. And just start to become aware of your body again. And then when you're ready, introducing movement slowly. If you're on your back, making your way to seated. If you're seated, you're good. And then once we are all in a Houston. You'll bring your hands to your heart in prayer. In this last moment of your practice, just honoring the time that you give yourself that showed up today, feeling the effects of your practice, feeling the energy of the practice we shared together, and gratitude for our community of yogis. Inhale, draw tall. Exhale, bow your mind to your heart. Rise, inhale, let your eyes open gently. Thank you so much for being here. Have a splendid day. And if you need anything, if you have requests, anything, let me know. I put my info in the chat.